Students of class 5. Today I am going to teach you states of matter. We have also studied this chapter in our previous lecture. This is your part 2 lecture of states of matter. Today I am covering of remaining topic of your states of matter. The remaining topic of your states of matter is physical and chemical change. Physical change and chemical change. Guys, physical change, generally we have to study about physical and chemical change in this chapter. Physical and chemical change are states of matter can be. You have also read in this chapter interconversion of states of matter. Interconversion of states of matter, it means we can say that matters can be changed into different state by heating or cooling. It means we can say that by increasing or decreasing temperature, matters can be changed into their state. Just like that, water is at liquid state. When you provide heat to the water, it means water get conversion into vapor. It means we can say that conversion of water into vapor is known as evaporation. So we can say that, and when we cool the evaporation, then water vapor start to condenses and changes into the water droplet. This is known as the condensation. These type of changes occur in our surrounding, and we have to categorize the different types of changes into two subgroups, which are the physical change as well as chemical change. Now we have to deep study about physical and chemical change. Physical change, guys, physical change, it means what? Physical change, in physical change no new substance are formed. It means we can say that there is no new substance are formed. नए चीज का फॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा. It means we can say that no new substance are formed. It is a temporary change. ये हमारा क्या होता है? Temporary change. It means we can say that it is a temporary change. Only physical properties of the matter can be changed, just like change in color, change in shape, change in size. It means we can say that no new substance are formed. It is a temporary change. Only physical property of the matter are changed. Another point is it is a reversible change. Reversible change, it means what? It means we can say that it can be bring back to their original state by reversing the condition. By reversing the condition, it means what? It means we can say that we can bring back, if water is changed into the vapor, it means we can bring it back to the water by changing the temperature. So we can say that by reversing the condition, we can bring it to the original state. So we can say that it is a reversible change. No new substance are formed. Only shape, size, color, or only physical property of the substance are changed. Now, no overall energy should be take place in a physical change. Now, talking to the example of the physical change are the melting of ice and melting of wax. Melting of ice and melting of wax. Another is the salt sugar solution. You have to prepare different types of solution at your home. Just when you bring sugar as well as water and you made a solution of sugar and water, here no new substance are formed. Here you can bring it back by reversing the condition. When you can heat the solution, water are evaporated and only sugar are left exposed in the vessel. So we can say that this type of change is a physical change. Just like that, one is also a contraction or expansion of substances. Contraction and expansion of substances is also a physical change. Just like contraction and expansion is what? On heating, generally solids expand. On cooling, we can say that on heating, generally matter are expand. On cooling, they bring back to their original state. Just like that, you have also in class 6 you have to study about that in a heat chapter, that there is a gap between the two rails of the railway track. Why? Because we know that on heating they every solid expand, and when they expand they can be broke. So we can say that there is a gap between the two rails of the railway track. Now, so we can say that these changes are the physical change. Melting of anything is known as a physical change. Evaporation, condensation, these all changes are categorized into physical changes. Now talking towards the chemical change, guys, you know that chemical changes are what? Chemical change, here new substances are formed. New substances are formed. It means we can say that new substances are formed with different properties. Just like that, their properties should not remain same, but in physical change their properties should be remained same. New substances are not formed in physical change, but in chemical change new substances are formed. New substances are formed with different chemical properties, with their chemical properties should be changed. So we can say that in chemical change new substances are formed with different chemical properties. Another talking towards the another point, that is the, we can say that it is a permanent change. It is a permanent change. It means we can never bring back to their original state. It means we cannot, but in physical change it is a temporary change. It means we can bring it back to the original state, but in physical change it is a permanent change and we cannot bring it back to their original state. So we can say that it is a permanent change, but physical change is a temporary change. Now talking towards the another point, it is a irreversible change, while physical change is a reversible change. Irreversible change, it means what? It means we can say that we cannot bring it back to their original state by reversing the condition. By reversing the condition, it means it cannot bring back to their original state. Now talking towards the another point, it means we can say that chemical change can also affect the composition of the substances. It means their constituent elements should not remain same. So we can say that chemical change is they have different types of criteria related to the physical change. Now talking towards the example of chemical change are cooking of food. Your mother prepare food for you. So we can say that cooking of food is a chemical change because we cannot bring the materials that are used in food to their original state. So we can say that cooking of food is a chemical change. Now talking towards the another point, that is the germination of seed. When a baby plant growing up into a developed plant, seed get germinate. First seed get germinate, the embryo that is present in the seed is developed into a baby plant, that is known as the seedling. So it can never back to their original state. That's why germination of seed is also considered as a chemical change. Now talking towards the another point, that is the making of curd, milk from curd. It means formation of milk to curd is also a chemical change. It means we can say that we cannot bring back curd to the milk. That's why it is also known as a chemical change. Now we can also known as rusting of iron. You guys all have seen that when iron is left exposed to the moist air, it reacts with the atmospheric oxygen as well as the humidity present in the air and made a reddish brown color that is known as the ferric oxide on them, and they never bring back to their original state. That's why we can say that rusting of iron is also a chemical change. Now breaking of glass is what type of change? Breaking of glass, if we break a glass, breaking of glass is a physical change. Breaking of glass is a physical change because no new substance are formed. But when we are talking towards the breaking of glass, it is a irreversible change because we cannot bring it back. Tearing of paper. Tearing of paper is also a physical change because no new substance are formed, but we can never add up the paper, so we can say that these type of changes are the physical change. Now talking towards the bonding of wood. Bonding of wood, here new substances are also formed. New substances are also formed and they cannot bring back to their original state. So we can say that bonding of wood is also a chemical change. Here, as you all know that when anything bonds, they left expose carbon dioxide into the Earth's atmosphere, and if that's why we can say that a new substance is formed. So we can say that bonding of wood is a physical, bonding of wood is a chemical change. Now, yeah, you have to also concentrate about a change. Bonding of candle. Bonding of candle. You all have seen a candle. When candle burns, here two change simultaneously occurs. Two change simultaneously how occur? We can say that burning of candle shows two changes respectively. Just like we can say that when candle burns, the melting of wax occur. Melting of wax occur. It means we can say that by melting of wax is not a new substance. It means melting of wax in a candle when candle burn, it is a physical change. When we talking towards the burning of candle is a chemical change because when a candle burns, it exposes carbon dioxide gas, and carbon dioxide gas is a new substance. So we can say that burning of candle shows two changes. Similarly, one is the physical change. Physical change is what? Melting of wax when a candle burns. But and chemical change is what? When it burns, it left exposed carbon dioxide. So we can say that burning of anything is a chemical change, and melting, evaporation, as well as you can say that condensation is a physical change because it only affects the change of state of matter. It only affects the physical properties of matter, but it in chemical change it affects the chemical properties of matter. We can never bring back it to the original state. Now you have to make a homework of this chapter, just like you classify different types of changes, why they are considered as a physical change. Just like you have to do the homework at your home. Just like example, why digestion of food is known as a chemical change, why burning of paper is known as a chemical change, why germination of seed is known as a chemical change. Now talking towards the another thing, that why melting of wax is known as a physical change, why glowing of bulb is known as which change, and why. Just like that you have to prepare a chart and made a homework of this chapter. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you and have a nice day.